Week 8 is almost in the books, and we're going to take a quick, fast, early look at the waiver wire. We're looking at those pickups you're going to be making later in the week. Some of these players stepped up. We had some injuries. We had some players get some extra work, and we're going to be looking at all those players right now. Before we dig in, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're going harder in paint, looking at the waiver wire than any other channel out there on YouTube. We're going to be doing multiple videos throughout the week so you know who to pick up. As more injuries come out through the week, we have to re-up the waiver wire content, and it's fresh, hot every single day. Click that button. Stop missing out. Ric Flair's watching. You do not want to disappoint Ric Flair. First player, unfortunately, we're looking at Tyrone Tracy. Cam Scottaboo, I hope you already know. I don't want you to know, but you probably know, is more likely out for the season. He's getting surgery, ankle injury. He's getting surgery probably right now. Looks like from the last time I read, things could change, but he's out. Tyrone Tracy's up. If you're looking for a new running back off the waiver wire, here you go. 10 carries, 39 yards, 3.9 yards per carry. He will get a You Need video. If you need to know more about Tyrone Tracy, I will do a deep dive on him so you know about what he did last year, what he did at Purdue, how he scores in fantasy football. Former wide receiver and catch ball in the backfield, very electric in space. Right game script, he's going to hit, but also the volume is going to be there. Trey Sermon effect. Even when he's not firing for the Giants through volume, he has the chance to hit the fairway in fantasy football production about once every 3 to 4 games. And that's just the Trey Sermon effect. RJ Harvey went off against the Dallas Cowboys. 5 carries, 43 yards, 2 touchdowns. Got another touchdown through the air. Blowing up. Some people started him because they had to, and this was an advantageous matchup. RJ Harvey was a good gamble flex this week as a big gamble against that Cowboys defense. If this matchup went crazy, and it did went crazy. A lot of matchups went crazy. If he's on waivers, pick him up because he's still on his rookie ramp-up phase. He was drafted in round 2. He's got some explosiveness. He's got some upside. J.K. Dobbins, if he goes down, R.J. Harvey could emerge as being a league winner in fantasy football. That's the reason why he was drafted so high to begin with. A lot of people dropped him. Last 3 weeks prior to this game, 6 points, 6.5, 7.2. He hit big against the Bengals. Everybody does. Prior to that, 4, 3, and 7. Give him some time. Give him some time to build up and develop in this offense. On top of that, the Broncos are firing. They're winning games now. And we got Houston on the road coming up. Not a guy I'm looking to start as one of my top players. Devin Singletary could be getting that Trey Sermon effect by proxy. Could be getting more workload, especially if something happens to Tyrone Tracy or they decide to split up the touches. He's just a solid running back. He's solid between the tackles. He's good in pass protection, good in open space, just good at everything, but not great at any one single thing. Devin Singletary's a guy to pay attention to in deeper leagues. Tyrone Tracy is the back that I'm chasing from this backfield. Tank Bigsby. Saquon got banged up. We do not know how bad that's going to be. We also got a bye week, but we got 104 rushing yards. We had a big run as well. Tank has a lot of upside in this offense. He's emerging. He got the work in week 7 as well. And A.J. Dillon was out that week. Tank's the next man up, and he's been looking good and explosive on the field. Isaiah Davis got some work today as well. 17.9 PPR fantasy points, 7 carries, 65 yards, almost 10 yards per carry there. 5 targets in this matchup, got work in the passing game. The week prior, he got 4 targets. We got a bye coming up. Breece Hall is in a lot of trade talks right now, so maybe they deal him, maybe not. Usually trade talks don't amount to anything, but if Hall goes down, he's next man up. I get it, it's the Jets, and it is the Jets. I'm not chasing Jets, but Isaiah Davis is starting to prove a little something on the field. Dylan Sampson. Think about this. Quinshon Judkins went out of this game, banged up with a shoulder injury. He's got a bye week, though. Could be back for week 10. This team could look totally different after the bye with a different quarterback. Supposedly not due to what Stefanski's saying, but Dylan Sampson, next man up here, got 6 targets in this matchup. They can't throw it more than 5 yards anyway, so he's going to be getting some checkdowns. Maybe volumes in the fantasy production if Judkins is out. Mack Hollins, a lot of people are going to chase him. 7 targets in this matchup against the Browns. Drake May spreading it around. He does not care. And Mack Hollins has a few games like this every year. Does not matter what team he is with. He will ball out like this. I imagine he'll probably have 1, 2, maybe 3 games max like this. It will be random. But tougher matchups, tougher defenses where they got to spread it around a little bit more. I think Mack Hollins could hit. Also, he's due to score another touchdown. It's been a while since week 4, especially now that we're starting to ramp up the volume. 3, 2, and 7 targets in the last 3 games. Now you're looking at the Texans wide receivers. If Nico Collins is out ever again, you got the carousel effect. You got Jaylin Noel, 6 targets. You got Xavier Hutchinson, 6 targets, 17 points. Jayden Higgins, 8 targets, 13.4 PPR fantasy points. Higgins, Hutchinson, good on the outside. Jaylin Noel, slot, good route runner. I believe just pick your poison and roll with it. Nico Collins is going to soak up all the targets when he's back. Jaylin Noel is going to get some good slot work. All 3 of these guys at least hit the fairway. Hutchinson almost broke loose with that touchdown and 69 yards. That's something to pay attention to. But the carousel effect with CJ Stroud is starting to get here. Malik Washington. Looking at the last 4 games here. 5, 5, 8, and 5 when it comes to targets. Looking at the catches. 4, 4, 5, and 4. Now he gets a lot of short targets. He needs to score the touchdown or rack up some yak for him to score well in fantasy. The odds of that to hit consistently is not great, but he's getting volume, he's getting workload, and maybe we hit in some games. He is a dart throw flex play, which you're not going to use too often, but you know you're going to get targets. You know you're going to be in that 5 range every single week. Maybe you score that touchdown. Maybe you break loose with some yak. But Malik Washington is getting volume. Ollie Gordon, 13 points. Our first game of our career in double digits. And we scored a touchdown through the air on 20 yards, 46 yards rushing, 4.6 yards per carry. On game scripts like this, which I don't think we're going to have many of them like this, he's a back to look at. You got a Thursday night game against Baltimore, who's giving up a lot of yards on the ground. Ollie Gordon, if you're that pressed, cool. But you got to be pressed because HN's getting all the work. But also, if you got HN, wrap it up with Gordon. Wrap it up and get that handcuff before you get in double-digit weeks or the fantasy playoffs. Because if you lose HN, then everybody's going to be fighting for Gordon with the fab. And you do not want that fab buster going to another team. And now you got to go against the Dolphins running back, who was once one of the top running backs in college football, won the Doak Walker, and has proven he can do something on the field. Tyler Huntley. So most quarterbacks are rostered here, and a lot of quarterbacks laid eggs this week. Tyler Huntley, 53 yards on the ground. I want to call that out. If you're hurting that bad at quarterback and Lamar Jackson's not out there, that is something to pay attention to, considering that can get you to the fairway if he keeps running the football like he is. Tyler Johnson saw 5 targets, scored the touchdown. I'm staying away from the Jets passing game. I'm not trusting it. But if you're that bad, maybe, but you also got a bye week, this guy killed it at Minnesota. I am a Tyler Johnson guy, but he never fired. He never hit. He had a few games last year with the Rams. I'm not trusting it. I'm not chasing it. I bet you he gets in some waiver wire articles this week. Mason Taylor's back. He's getting work. He's getting opportunities, and he's running a lot of routes on the field. It's still the Jets. He's going to be up and down. We got a bye week coming up. So if you're looking at him, notice that. 8 targets in this matchup, 4 balls caught, 34 yards, and a touchdown. He's a touchdown gamble every week. So a lot of tight ends are like that, but we're getting 5-ish plus targets every single week, increasing those odds for the touchdown. Jayden Blue got some work today. Upside running back. This is a running back that could go off with any given touch, any given opportunity. He's an injury away. We got Arizona bye week, Raiders, Philly. He's a lottery ticket running back that has some juice there. If he ever gets the starting job due to injury, the waiver wire is going to blow up for him. DK's going off here. Last 2 games, 16 fantasy points in each of them. He's got speed to burn. They're wild-ass game scripts. He could blow up in some of these matchups if this continues. He's got 12 targets in the last 2 games. Prior to that, 8 in the 2 games before that. Not getting a ton of volume, but the volume ramped up here in week 8. That's something to pay attention to. I'm not chasing Titans, but he could be a gamble flex, a gamble dart throw for lineups. Tyjae Spears is getting work. He scored that late touchdown. A veteran running back that produces a few big performances every year for fantasy football. You got one here. You'll probably get a couple more. He's splitting the backfield almost dead nuts even with Tony Pollard. Sean Tucker got the touchdown. I imagine with Bucky out, we're going to get a little bit more work, a little bit more opportunities up the gut. He's a touchdown gamble at this point. He's not going off. He's not doing that. But if Rachaad White goes off, this is a very good, talented running back prospect that could hold it. Those are the players we're looking to get off the waiver wire going into week 9. Let me know who you're looking to pick up in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.